What is going on, everybody? Rod J back again to take a look at another beer. And today I'm actually going to take a little walk down Nostalgia Lane. I'm actually going to crack open and do a review on one I've never done on the channel, but one I used to drink back in the day. And this is the Bud Ice. And during my college years, this was actually one I used to enjoy drinking as well. And then for a few years after college, but I always kind of liked the ice beers just because you got some of the higher ABV out of them. Although this one comes in at a 5.5% ABV. This is the 25 ounce can, and of course from Anheuser-Busch Budweiser, it is a lager. For this one here, I'm also going to break out the frosted glass to get your beer on Rod J BeerVentures. So I'm going to crack that baby open and pour it into here. And that's actually a glass that you can actually check out there on the website if you like to. But you talk about ice beers. If you're not familiar with them, ice beers are kind of unique in their own kind of way. You start out with a lager that you actually end up freezing the beer and then removing some of the ice. This allows you to concentrate the aroma and the taste of the beer, and then to get the greater alcoholic strength. So these can go anywhere from 5.5 up to 12%. Some even say up to about 15. This one at 5.5 is really kind of your entry level ice beer. So right there down at the bottom. And it's kind of funny, in 2019, the Brewers Association stopped recognizing ice beers as a category. They said it was due to the lack of people submitting them, I guess, or actually talking about ice beers, but whatever the reason, they no longer recognize that style. Kind of interesting. Into the frosted mug we sit. Now I can tell you that this has a nice straw color. You really can't get it coming through because of the frosted mug here as well. But you have that nice yellow straw color you're used to with lagers like this. You got a nice head on it. That's definitely a two-finger head there. Nose-wise, not picking up as much. You are getting some of the yeast coming out. Now, it is an ice-cold beer, came out of the fridge. The glass was frosted, so it is muting some of the notes, but with a beer style like this, that's what you really want to do to really enjoy it. You want to get that nice frozen feel of the beer. But I'm going to go ahead and drink this one straight here from the mug. And I will say, it does have a crisp quality to it. It's got a little bit of a refreshing quality on a hot day. Could easily chug right through this one. I've already chugged like half the mug here on that first sip there. You got the carbonation from the beer, but you get a decent enough feel if you were looking for something as a cheaper type beer or a cheaper option where you wanted to get a little bit of a refreshing type beer, something that might be something not to blow your mind, but just wet the whistle, so to speak, then that's where this kind of beer can fit in. I feel a little bit of a scratchiness in the throat there as I swallow, but you're getting pretty much the same thing you would expect to get on a Budweiser or a lager like this. Very yeasty, bready. You're getting the flavors up front, nothing really too much on the back end. You're not getting a long-lasting taste or a duration of the flavor. It's not leaving much in the cheeks or whatever, but again, these type of beers are beers you really want to put down rather easily and get that refreshing quality. So for that regard, it does end up stacking up to give you what you're looking for, so to speak. You can get that nice carbonation there on the tongue when you feel some of that prickle in there. Not a beer you want to let really warm up either. So if you're new to beer or you're trying different things, the macro lagers are ones you want to drink ice cold, unlike some of the craft beers, because they do not get better as they get warm, as craft beers usually do. So that's why you want to get them like ice cold. Another thing about this, when you drink a beer like this, having it in the mug is good because it's keeping your hand usually off the glass and on the handle. That helps to not have the beer warm up as quickly. So with something like this, you can often see these in kind of some of the wheat type glasses, but you want to get it something like a mug where you can have it definitely have more of a chill effect take place as you enjoy the beer. But I will tell you, I'm not hating it overall. Would I put this up against some of the craft beers that I actually drink? No, of course not. I mean, it's totally something different. But again, if I wanted to grab something as a low option, when I used to play softball, I would drink some of these like at the game, or beers like this, some of the different ones, Genesee Ice or Keystone Ice, some of the other ones where I didn't want a heavy craft beer, but I wanted something stronger than your regular Bud or Bud Light. I would get some of the ice beers, and they serve their purpose. So, not hating on it at all. Again, this is the Bud Ice Lager, and something a little different from the big boys there that I never really checked out on the channel and thought I would just go ahead and share it here. So, if you guys have had this one, make sure you let me know what you think about it. Leave a comment, of course, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Cheers. Keep drinking those good craft beers, and I don't know, occasionally, maybe grab one of the big boy ones.